And we start this day with breaking news. We may get a clearer picture later of the condition of President Trump after undergoing an intense weekend of treatment for COVID-19. As we take a live look at Walter Reed Medical Center this morning, we are hearing from White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, who has told Fox News that he spoke to President Trump, and he says that the president's condition improved over the night and the president was able to resume his working schedule. Meadows says he's optimistic the president will be able to return to the White House later today. This comes after a weekend of mixed messages from doctors on Trump's condition and an unexpected trip to greet supporters.
I also think we're going to pay a little surprise to some of the great patriots that we have out on the street.
On Sunday, Trump left the Walter Reed Hospital in an SUV filled with Secret Service agents to wave at well-wishers. White House officials say the move was cleared by the medical team and that appropriate precautions were taken to protect all those involved. CTV's infectious disease specialist, Dr. Abdu Sharkawi, called this most unusual and unorthodox.
In a situation where someone requires hospitalization with COVID-19, it's rare that you would let them leave any sort of supervised facility and be in a contained space, regardless of whether you are masked or not. So this certainly is quite unusual and is something that I certainly would not recommend as part of good infection control protocol.
Dr. James Phillips, an attending physician at Walter Reed Medical Center, was also critical of Trump's brief departure from the hospital yesterday. He said on Twitter, every single person in that vehicle during that completely unnecessary presidential drive-by now has to be quarantined for 14 days. They might get sick. They may die for political theater. Commanded by Trump to put their lives at risk for theater, this is insanity. Meantime, in a video posted to Twitter yesterday, President Trump said he's learned a lot about COVID-19 during his stay at Walter Reed. He called his time undergoing treatment the real school for the virus that has infected more than 7 million Americans.
It's been a very interesting journey. I learned a lot about COVID. I learned it by really going to school. This is the real school. This isn't the let's read the book school. And I get it, and I understand it, and it's a very interesting thing, and I'm going to be letting you know about it. In the meantime, we love the USA, and we love what's happening. Thank you.
CNN's Darryl Forges joins me now. He's standing outside Walter Reed Medical Center with the very latest. Good morning, Darryl. Great to see you. So President Trump's doctors say the president could be released as soon as today. What's the latest on Trump's condition?
Yeah, Marcia, that is what we're hearing. But at this point, it's still up in the air on what is the true condition of the president. You just played that video of what he tweeted out yesterday to his supporters about going to the real school. Now, the president has been tweeting out all throughout the morning, almost 20 tweets since about 6 o'clock this morning, talking about going out to vote early, as well as the stock market. So he's, from what it appears to be, he's doing fairly well. He is up and at it, but we have been seeing some conflicting reports about how he's truly doing. On Saturday, the White House physician said, kind of dismissed the claims that the president needed some oxygen support because of low oxygen levels. But then Sunday, the physician changed his tune. And also the president is on several different forms of medication, including remdesivir, as well as some other experimental drugs, and also on zinc and melatonin and aspirin. So when it comes to exactly what is the president's condition, Marcia, that's still yet to be determined, even though the White House physician says the president is upbeat and doing fairly well, and the White House is also saying the same thing.
So, Darryl, let's talk about that mini road trip the president took yesterday. It's getting a lot of criticism, even from doctors calling it unnecessary, even dangerous.
Yeah, Marcia, that's right. And also, some Secret Service members are calling what they saw yesterday as reckless because the president was inside of that armored vehicle, that Chevy Suburban SUV, and in front were 2 Secret Service agents in that picture and video you've seen where they're wearing protective gear, including an N95 mask and also goggles and glasses and also the robe. But think about this. Inside that vehicle, that air is circulating. So they could have very well been exposed to the virus that the president has. And not only is it reckless, according to some Secret Service agents, they also say that you're not only endangering those Secret Service agents, but also endangering their families they have to go back home to. So those agents will eventually be tested when it comes to exactly whether or not they're going to be have to quarantine or still continue to stay on the force and protect the president. That's still yet to be determined, Marcia.
All right. Darryl Forges outside Walter Reed for us this morning. Darryl, thank you for that.